Everyone in the building whispered about her. The CEO's only daughter. Stunning, powerful, and absolutely impossible to please. Dozens of chefs tried to cook for her. All failed. Some quit. Some cried. One even vanished without warning. No one knew why she was so impossible to satisfy. But then, someone entirely unexpected walked through the kitchen doors. A quiet girl with no reputation, no ego, and no idea what she was walking into. That one dish changed everything, starting with her own life. Emily never dreamed she would cook for the rich and powerful. She was soft spoken, careful, and usually invisible. Her dream job was at a small bakery, but her application accidentally landed at the country's most exclusive private kitchen. She was called in, offered a 1 month trial, and told nothing about the real challenge waiting upstairs. Veronica. Veronica was the CEO's daughter. She dined alone on the top floor. Every dish was sent to her by elevator. Never seen, never heard. But everyone downstairs knew her reactions. The bell would ring once if she was pleased, 3 times if she was disgusted. There had never been a single one bell meal, not in 3 years. On Emily's fifth day, it happened. The head chef paused, then looked directly at her. Veronica wants lunch. You are up. Emily blinked. Me? She asked for something unexpected, he said. And you are unexpected. The room went silent. Not even the dishwasher moved. This was the kind of request that ruined people. Emily knew it. She felt the pressure. But she also remembered something her grandmother used to say: do not cook to impress, cook to connect. So she did. She made something personal, simple but honest. She roasted tomatoes until their skins burst, mixed them with basil oil and handmade pasta. It was warm, real, not flashy, just human. She plated it, hand steady, and placed it on the tray. No one spoke as the elevator doors closed. 10 minutes passed, then 30, then 45. The room held its breath. Then the elevator dinged. One bell. And in her hand, the bodyguard held something Emily never expected. The bodyguard said nothing. He just handed Emily a folded cream-colored note. One line in perfect cursive. Come upstairs. The kitchen froze. No one had ever been invited to the top floor. Dishes went up. Silence came down. That was the rule. Emily's breath caught. Her hands turned cold. She had never even seen Veronica. And now she was being summoned. Not to be scolded, but for something else. Something unknown. She followed the bodyguard into the elevator. The ride was slow, too quiet. Her heart pounded louder with each second. The doors opened. Soft light, marble floors, silence. The penthouse looked like a museum. Cold, empty, lonely. Veronica sat at the end of a long table. No makeup, no sharp smile. Just a tired girl in an expensive chair. You made the pasta? She asked. Yes. You did not use foie gras or gold leaf. Emily paused. I thought maybe you were tired of being impressed. Veronica looked at her for a long moment. People cook for my title, not for me. But this tasted like someone actually cared. Emily stayed quiet. Veronica stood and turned toward the window. Tomorrow, she said, cook for me again. Nothing fancy, just something true. Then she walked away. No goodbye. Back in the kitchen, everyone stared. Emily whispered. She asked for more. That night, Emily stayed behind. She cleaned, thought, wrote. Not a recipe, but memories. Food her mother made, flavors that comforted. She realized this was not about perfection. It was about someone broken and someone finally listening. The kitchen lights flickered on at 5:02 a.m. No one else was there, just Emily. She moved quietly, gripping her bag tighter than usual. Yesterday, she had been invisible. Today, she was the first person the CEO's daughter had spoken to in years. That truth settled like a weight on her shoulders. She opened her notebook, not recipes, but memories. She turned to a page she had nearly skipped, a dish she had not made since the funeral. Her eyes lingered. Then she began. She picked strange ingredients: stale sourdough, bruised peaches, and a jar of vanilla from her childhood kitchen. A line cook passed, stared, and whispered, "That is for her?" Emily nodded. He shook his head and walked away. But she was not cooking for him. She made French toast, thick bread soaked in cream and eggs, stuffed with peaches, baked until golden. It smelled like Sunday mornings, like comfort, like something lost. She plated it simply, no garnish, no performance. Then she sent it up. 10 minutes passed. The bell rang once, then again. Two bells. No one had ever heard that before. The elevator returned with a note. "Come back. Bring tea." Emily brewed chamomile and lavender, hands trembling. Upstairs, Veronica sat by a window, wrapped in a blanket. She looked human. "This tastes like before," she said. "Before what?" Emily asked. "Before people stopped being real." They sat in silence. "What do you miss?" Veronica asked. Emily paused. "Cooking barefoot while my brother made jokes." Veronica nodded. "Then tomorrow, make me that." And what came next would change everything. The kitchen was dark when Emily arrived. She turned on the lights slowly, her steps quiet, her heart full. Today was not just another meal. It was a goodbye, a memory, and maybe a beginning. She opened her notebook and found the page she had once tried to forget. It held the recipe for her brother's favorite soup. Simple, warm, and filled with everything she had lost and now remembered. She chopped carrots gently, added lentils, ginger, and a bay leaf. The scent filled the kitchen like a hug. She cooked without rush, without fear, just truth. This was not food for a critic. This was food for someone who had been alone too long. She poured the soup into a plain bowl. No garnish, no tricks, just honesty. Then she placed it in the elevator and watched the doors close. Upstairs, the room was quiet. Veronica sat on the floor by the window, wearing a hoodie and no shoes. Emily set the bowl on a small table. Veronica stared at it, then tasted one spoonful. Her hands paused. Her eyes did not cry, but something deep softened. "We used to eat soup on the floor, Veronica said. "Mom always said tables were too serious." Emily nodded. "Mine said that too." Veronica kept eating slowly. "Everyone here tried to impress me, but you remembered how to care." Emily sat down across from her. "Will you come back tomorrow?" Veronica asked. "Not as a trial, as my full-time chef?" Emily blinked. "Really?" "Yes. And one day, maybe you can teach me how to make this." Emily smiled. "Only if you promise to wash the dishes." They both laughed. Not big laughs, but the kind that heal. In that quiet room, two girls stopped being strangers. Not CEO's daughter and kitchen girl, just Veronica and Emily. Two daughters who missed their mothers. Two hearts that found a way to feel again. And all it took was one honest dish. If this story touched you, please subscribe to my channel for more beautiful, emotional, and inspiring stories like this. Your support means everything. Love.